So now we can move on to chapter 2. So, can we consider our first mission a success? Terraforming works. We managed to create a source of minerals and water without affecting the environment. Although we still can't be 100% certain everything will go according to plan under real Martian conditions. If that's the case, we're able to move on to the next phase. This is the time to announce the beginning of our reality show and start our marketing push. We've got a problem with the parks. It seems like normal greenhouse conditions aren't going to be enough for the plants in our parks. What? Why not? We tried to grow the plants for the parks in the same greenhouse we use for potatoes, but we were unsuccessful. I think we're going to have to design the park dome more carefully, with additional irrigation and lighting systems. Well, on a related note... Hey, Will. On a related note, we'll have to delay the second test colony, since we won't have time to set the test. We won't have time to test the parks before the livestream starts. Delaying the livestream is too risky. We need time to prepare the team and equipment we need for a flight to Mars. We can't delay takeoff because we know that the best time for a flight to Mars happens every 2 years. If we miss the next window, the entire mission will be set back 2 years. So we need to find a solution. I need to think this problem through very carefully. Let's circle back to this later. Do we have any questions about the second test colony? I have some ideas. There's nothing stopping us from launching phase 2 of the test colony without parks. After all, our primary goal is to test the life support systems under heavy load. The parks should be autonomous enough that we can check them at any time without linking them to the colony. Going forward, hopefully our engineers will be able to plan and test the new designs by the time the third and final phase begins, so that the new tech for the parks will be ready for the livestream. If not, we always have the option to cheat a little. I mean, everybody understands that it isn't possible to grow trees in such a short period of time. We'll have to transplant full-grown ones for the real park anyway. The current greenhouse conditions should be enough to support fully grown trees, and we can replace the grass and other exotic plants and props. That's nothing compared to the fact that we've got an Earth atmosphere outside residential areas. What do you think, Mikolai? It could work, but if we use a fake park, it'll compromise the purity of the experiment. But we'll have plenty of time to work on the park systems before the departure for Mars. Unfortunately, we won't actually have to build an entire colony for this. This could actually work. Thank you, Nicole. I'm glad to help. What's my objective this time? Your goal is to increase the size of the colony to 100 people, but you need to do it as quickly as possible. As you can see, our timetable is getting awfully tight. Should I expect anything new compared to the first mission? The size of the area for a test colony will be much larger this time, but the colony itself will be larger too, so it's not going to be easy. A few new structures will also be available for construction, including resource warehouses. Oh, and there are a few new things to go over regarding terraforming. I'll fill you in on all the details once we start actually building the colony. I don't have any more questions, so let's begin. Then good luck as usual, Mikolai, we will be in touch. Hey Nicole, are you ready for work? As you can see, this time the starting base hasn't been built yet, so based on your previous experience, consider where you want to start the colony. If you ask me, I recommend starting near mineral deposits. Alright, and the mineral deposit is over here. We also probably don't want to be too far from the fertile soil we have. So maybe somewhere here in the middle wouldn't be too bad. Let's plop this down on terrain, so it can only be built on hard soil. Yeah, no, so far this game has been pretty good. I've been enjoying it. The details are quite nice. Hopefully I'll be able to show off a bunch of things with this level. The first one's quite basic. The map was very small. They were kind of like, yeah, teaching you the basics of terraforming and the basic buildings you can build. Oh, I can zoom out. Ooh. But now technically we're not in Mars yet. This is like the prologue of the game, which takes place on Earth. You're basically simulating. You're preparing and simulating the conditions on Mars, and then assume once the actual game launches and you finish the prologue / tutorial, then you're actually on Mars. So right now it's not a true Elon Musk simulator, or maybe it is. I don't know. Anyways, let's plop down the base. Somewhere here should be just fine. So we've got a base. Now we need electricity. we've added a new energy source. So in addition to solar panels, you have access to wind turbines. Windmills are very effective if you put them next to a mountainous area. Give it a try. Let's give that a try. And we also have batteries now. Awesome. It's true, Mosk. Ideas of going out, not actually going through yet. Exactly. Alright, so seems like we get a bonus depending on how many mountains are nearby. So this would be a good spot, this would be a good spot. This is a decent spot. Okay. Well, let's start off maybe here next to the minerals. Then we hook up the base to the power. Let's see. We need to build 2 windmills. So let's go like this. There we go. Excellent. You might also notice that in addition to the windmills, new warehouses have appeared for storing resources. They might come in handy when our colony gets bigger. The warehouses, got a water tank now, food storage, mineral depot. I assume this is what they're talking about. Alright, what else? We have colonists arriving in 1 turn and we'll be able to terraform in 1 turn. So we should probably get some houses down. Base house. So that's enough for 6 people. We're having 10 arriving tomorrow. So this can house 12. It's all connected to power. We need to build, connect to water now. So let's, I think we build a water pump over here. And then we can hook it up to the base. And that's obviously going to remove the fertile soil by building the water pump on top of here, which might decrease the amount of food. So it'll be our top priority to make sure we either get some new water source or melt this ice soon enough. But for now, this will do just fine. And of course, we have to connect it to the power. So yeah, we still have quite a few resources. Let's take advantage of this. There we go. Water is hooked up. Houses are built. We're all ready to receive our first influx of volunteers. Alright, turn 2. Today, 10 new colonists have arrived. It's great that we have 3 houses prepared for them. Our colony happiness is okay. Let's take them all. I forgot to tell you that during our meeting, we've perfected terraforming technology. Now you have access to 2 slots to store terraforming sets in case you have nowhere to put them. Click on the chest icons to access different slots for storing terraforming sets. Okay. I think these are the slots. Then maybe I can save them for later? Not quite sure if that's what they mean, but... see. Anyways, we need water urgently so we can get some fertile soil. This is hard ground, so if we melt this, we'll be able to have more fertile soil from which we can get food. Alternatively, we can make some water right here, and that's going to generate all that fertile soil around it. Great. Or alternatively, no, we can't build that there. Can't build that there. Yeah, I think that's our best bet. Terraform like this. Because each of these terraforming things is like a puzzle piece. They require very specific terrain. So this part here, this one that I've selected, is going to make water on the top, nothing in the middle, but then it will require a canyon on the bottom. This is why I can't build it here, but I can build it here because at the very bottom here, I actually have a canyon. This one is going to create water in the top left, but requires mountains on the top right and bottom left. So over here. But the water is going to be ice unless it's made on a canyon. So that's not good for us either. And then TNT can actually melt the water here, and then it's going to create additional water. But then I'm going to have a bunch of craters around, and there's no need to do that yet. So this seems like the smartest play right now, and it gives us a bunch of food. True, I could have spinned it, but this is still, I think, the best choice. All right, so now we have more water, which in turn generated more fertile soil. We'll be with Terraform again in one turn. And again, our objective is to have 100 people by turn 35. So we need to build a lot of houses. So we can keep on building here. And now power is starting to become an issue, as well as resources, minerals. So for a factory, I'm gonna need a bunch more minerals, so we should probably save some minerals next turn. Maybe I even built too many of these too fast. If I delete one, I demolish this again, I get them all back, yeah? House costs 20. No, so I don't get them all back. Yeah, making 12 minerals a turn. So I won't be able to build a factory next turn because that's going to bring me to 48. I think, yeah, I just bite the bullet and demolish this as well. It was kind of a waste of resources, but at least this means next turn I'll be able to build a factory. Let's get that taken care of right now. That does delete some fertile soil. Or maybe not. Doesn't look like it did that. And we have to connect this with a tunnel. Which we don't have resources to do. Okay, for next turn then. In regards to terraforming, we have a bunch of smoothing options. So smoothing, basically all this does is turn sand into hard ground and wasteland into sand. So we could do something like this to get some more fertile soil in this area. We could also do something like this. Maybe get some more water. A bunch of fertile soil around it. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Yeah, that's all I can do. Because the next important thing is to hook up the factory. Yeah, hook up the factory to get minerals and then focus on power. Okay, let's hook this up here. Yeah, so that removes the fertile soil once it's connected, and this is up and running. All right. Yeah, so now we'll be producing 36 minerals a turn, which is much, much better. And now we need to focus on energy. And for that, we'll need still a bit more minerals, so we'll need to skip a turn. And we have people coming in one turn. Yeah, I'm just short on minerals to do anything else, so we might not be able to take any more people next turn. Can't really do much about that. Unfortunately, we're not ready, so we have to turn those colonists back. So, first order of business should be power. So here we're getting a bunch of power because it's near mountains. This as well. All hooked up. So houses next. We have enough to build. Oh, I thought it was 15 for a house. Never mind, it's 20. So we don't build anything right now. We can make more mountains. Build this here. That's going to be a wasteland. It's not going to become a mountain. I was hoping it would make this windmill even more efficient. But not quite. We don't really need to blow anything up. Does the TNT affect mountains? So mountains are going to turn into wasteland, canyons stay the same, and then basically everything else becomes a canyon with TNT. And the waste dump, going to turn mineral deposits into hard ground, water into canyon, fertile soil into sand. That's why a waste dump is not really good, as could be expected. We can either build mountains, or we can blow something up. Don't see the need to do any of these. Maybe we save this for another time. Okay, so yeah, it looks like that now stays there forever till I might need it. Let's go next. Building mountains is only to comply with the building tile requirements like houses, right? Yeah, so if we were to terraform some mountains, basically mountains are not useful to have unless you have windmills, because windmills near mountains generate bonus energy. But basically, if I were to build a mountain here, like this triple mountain range, since this area over here and this area over here is a canyon, I would basically need to terraform once the mountains to even out the canyon, and then I would have to get another mountain to transform this bottom tile also into a mountain, and this way this windmill can have 3 mountains around it, and it'll be a bit more efficient. But for now, I can just hold on to this, and when I get another opportunity to make mountains, I can maybe double stack it that way. But anyways, now we have enough resources to build another house. And we've got colonists coming in 2 turns. 10 more of them. So we'll build houses here. I can probably afford to build some more houses. We're fine on water, we're fine on power still. But why not? Let's build one more house. And go next. Alright, we have more terraforming options for us. Got smoothing and mountains. So in theory now, I could make a mountain like this. And then I could make the other mountains that way. And this way, this windmill would be a little bit more efficient. Well, let's give it a shot. It also makes another space for a windmill over here, if I manage to hook it up to the power. So yeah, let's build a mountain here. And then take the saved terraforming preset, build it here. So now this windmill generates a whopping 1 extra energy. So new colonists are here. Let's take 10 of them. We have 20 colonists now out of a maximum occupancy of 34. Oh, I can use this preset again. Interesting. No need to do that yet. Smoothing out doesn't do anything to mountains, right? It just, yeah, it changes nothing except sand into hard ground and wasteland into sand. Oh, actually, we can take advantage of this here. If we rotate, we get a little bit more fertile ground. And now we don't have access to enough food. So the next thing which would be important to do is to make sure we increase the fertile ground we have access to. Yeah, this handbook is super well designed. It's super clear. Tells you everything you need to know. The skull is a waste dump. So basically, it transforms everything into shit. Removes mineral deposits, removes water, removes fertile ground. It basically doesn't do anything useful. Unless you want to create canyons, I guess. But TNT also does that and doesn't completely fuck up everything else. Let's see. I guess we can also build some more houses. Do one more house there. And water, we're fine. Power's just about okay. Let's actually hook up some solar panels in this case. Put a solar panel here. And we could hook up another one here, because anyways, this is not going to grow into fertile soil since we have a factory nearby, which kind of kills it. Let's do just one for now, just in case I might want to expand the houses up there. Next turn. Okay, so power's looking great, minerals are looking great, water's looking great. Food is still looking not so great. So we just need to wait for more terraforming options to make some more water. Not much we can do there. And we have enough houses to get the next influx of people. So yeah, I kind of want to spend some resources now, because I'll be getting 36 next turn, so I won't have. So I'll reach my storage limit. Actually, no, my storage limit is 200. No rush. All right, terraforming options. We have fire. What does fire do? Fire melts ice, make more water. But we don't have any ice, and none of these options give us more water. But what I do want to do is smooth out this area so I can build some more houses there. I believe houses can be built... No, they can't be built on sand. They can only be built on hard ground and fertile soil. How do we get hard ground with fertile soil again? From sand. Sand can become... And plus, yeah, smoothing out. Okay. So maybe we can do something like this. And then we get an extra slot over here for the houses. Or we could do something like that. See if I spin this. Or be something like this. That create some fertile soil and prepare this land for coming hard ground later. Let's actually do this. Let's prepare this bottom row. Food is still an issue, but I can't do anything about food. I actually could have used the terraforming to get rid of this. So maybe fertile ground could grow there. Remember that next time. We still have enough food storage anyways. Let's welcome 10 new colonists. So now we're losing 20 food a turn. So yeah, we'll need to really keep an eye out on that. Food tracker's up here. It looks like a green heart, but it's actually an apple. Okay. Oh no, actually for food we need greenhouses. We don't just need fertile soil. Actually, we're not in too bad of a shape. We just need to build greenhouses. So let's hook these up. And build a tunnel like that. And connect it to the power. There. And connect it to the water. There. Alright, so now that's all hooked up. We're still at -6 food with this. So we'll need just one more. There. And now we're fine on food. We're gonna struggle on power and water. So no big deal just yet. But it would be probably smart to build a couple more power buildings. Yeah, we can put a solar panel here. There. And for water, we'll probably hook up that water here, or now we have terraforming options with water. So let's see. This one here is interesting because get some water on the canyon would be ideal. Do I have anywhere which matches this though? Diagonal mountains next to a canyon. Yeah, diagonal next to a canyon. Doesn't look like we got it. But we do have something like this here. Yeah, we could hook this up here and then we can get a water tower up here. And that should fix our water problems. Then I can build a water pump here. And yeah, now we just need more power. Let's see. Can I build a windmill in a good place? This is actually a great place for a windmill. Let's hook that up. Yeah, we're looking good. Everything's in green. Now we just need to focus on getting more people in. We still have space for 16 more people, so no rush to build anything. And we'll be getting 10 more in 2 turns. Again, all looking good. Get our food storage up. Let's take all 10 colonists. We can smooth out this terrain so we can have more houses to be built there. Yeah, the water production is off the charts. But now that we got more people, we need more food. So one more greenhouse over there. And then we can build a nice greenhouse area over here. So let's hook up, before I forget, another greenhouse. This should bring us +2. And yeah, what was I gonna do? Yeah, I was going to smooth out the sand so it would become hard ground over here. And then we could have all those houses close together. Perfect. So now, just in this complex alone, we can fit 64 people, and our goal is to get to 100. So, just this alone is bringing us very close to the goal. We need to reach 100 by turn 35. We're in turn 14, so we're making Good time. Yeah, we're on track. But power again, looking a bit on the low side. This is a great spot for a windmill, but I don't think I can build power lines, yeah, across the canyon there. And I don't think I can build them across mountains either, so it'll be just kind of stuck there. Can't build this here yet, but I'm gonna need to smooth that out. Let's just get another solar panel, do that here, get some adjacency bonuses. This can't be done in the shadow. Oh, we could put a windmill here. I'm just trying to think because I don't want to block everything in case I want to expand in the future. Like expanding here to make a good food production area means we're gonna have to connect it somehow. So we can make a wraparound this way. We'll have to terraform that part out. I think a solar panel here will do that. Then hook it up to the mains this way. There we go. So we'll be able to terraform in one turn. Hopefully we get a solution to hook this area of the map together. What do we have? We have mineral deposits. We can actually create more mineral deposits, which is always a good thing. Mineral deposits, or we can blow a bunch of stuff up and remove some mountains. Are there any mountain areas which are bothering me? Not in this shape, they're not. Yeah, I guess we can blow these up over here. Which would make our windmills a bit less efficient, but we could have a very good location for another factory there. But we honestly don't really need the minerals that bad. We're producing plenty. We've got plenty in stockpile. Maybe I can just do something like this here. That wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I like this idea more. And then I can hook that up later. I'll find a way. More colonists. Let's welcome another 10 colonists. We're now turn 17. By the way, the solution that we found for our park problem works. We're doing everything we can to develop a new park design for phase 3 as quickly as possible. I hope it works out. Okay, so next, in 4 turns, we're actually getting plus 20. I was getting a bit worried that we might actually just not make the cut. Yeah, no, we'll be getting a bunch of new colonists next in 4 turns, which means we need to prepare the houses for them. So we have one space here. And then we're going to need to terraform some of this out. Or create another area for the colonists. But let's get started with this. Here, so now we can fit perfect another 20 colonists exactly. And again, we will need to find a way to hook up food. So more terraforming is going to be needed. Let's see, we can actually create some water. We can, yeah, but we need the fertile land, really. I think it's time to blow up some of these mountains. Do something like this. grows these mountains here, which are kind of being an issue, but I can't really do much about that. With this TNT at least. I could do this, but then there's no fertile ground and a bunch of craters. What other options do we have? Think this through. Diagonals do not give a bonus, no. This is the only way we can make this work here. And blow up all these mountains. Which is gonna have wasteland around it. So we can't really grow crops there. Yeah, I'm not liking that. Alternatively, we could do something like this. Create some water there, but that's not really fixing our issue. I'll just save this for now. No need to terraform just yet. But we do need to hook up food as soon as possible, because now we're losing 8 food a turn. I wonder if I should be able to maybe to build a greenhouse here. And then hook it up this way. I need to do some zigzag around. That might not be a bad option. I'll keep that in mind. But then I'm gonna reach my limit in materials there, so I kind of want to spend them. I'll just build this here for now, just to spend the money. Alright, great. We've got some smoothing here that we can do. We could do something like this. Doesn't help. Let's see, what needs to be smoothed out? Here, to build more houses in the future, we could remove the wasteland. Or create hard ground this way. We can create some mountains. Do something like this. Maybe like this, so I can start hooking that up. Or actually, I can do this. And then this way I have a straight shot. I can actually connect this area of the map quite easily. Seems like the better shout right now. I think I like that more. I'll just need to smooth that out. I don't have smoothing options here. Nope. So I have a bunch of minerals. And let's see if I can hook up this food production. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That now I can't actually build a tunnel across there because this building's blocking it. I thought I could just tunnel through that, but no. I could always tunnel it that way. Or I could just build a greenhouse over here. But yeah, but I don't think I can tunnel. Yeah, wrong terrain. Alright, so yeah, top priority is gonna be to smooth that out. We have enough food storage anyways. Let me just spend some money. Greenhouses over here. And actually, to connect them to the power, I can just create a solar panel here. And like keep it on a separate grid. No, it all has to be built. It all has to be connected by the same thing. Right, that's fine. No big deal, because these I can just build quite easily. Same with the water pipe. Yeah, the problem is the funnel now. Alright, we'll see what terraforming options we get next turn. New colonists. Let's take all 20 of them. So now we're at 70. We're getting 20 more in 3 turns. And then we'll probably get 20 more 3 turns after that. So there'll be 20 in turn 24 and 20 in turn 27. All good. All right, so we can smooth this out and build a tunnel. Or we could smooth this out for houses later, but food is looking like it's going to be really scarce. So I would much rather be able to connect this to the rest of my base. Let's take care of that. Build a tunnel like this. Our food production should be able to cope with this again. Do one more. Water's looking a bit tough. You know what? I can just demolish this, get some resources back, and instead build a water tower over here. Water pump? Not enough power. All right, let's fix that. Let's build solar panels. There, and now we should be able to build a water pump right here. Hook that up with water pipes. We're out of resources, out of minerals. So that's next turn. Just connect this like that. Oh, and it needs to be connected to the power as well. There we go. So water production's okay again. Power will need more. We can build cross like that. So everything's looking green again. Now we just need to focus on making this area buildable for more houses or build another residential area somewhere else. Maybe we can do something here. Or maybe down here. We've got a bit of space. Let's see the terraforming options and then we can see what we do. All right, we have a bunch of smoothing options, which is great. Make space there. Also build mountains. We need to fill up some craters, but we're not having crater issues anymore. No, crater issues aren't that. And fire. Fire doesn't do anything good besides melting water, right? Yeah, doesn't really do anything good. So let's see. I might need to create a bit of a... Actually, no, I don't have to create a wasteland. I can just put that out of the map. Smooth this out to give myself space for one more house over there. But then we still need to build more houses. Actually, I don't have enough minerals to really build more than one house. So I won't be able to take all 20 of them. What other terraforming do we have saved over here? Water stuff or TNT. Yeah, we don't really do much with this TNT. And I would like to get rid of that mountain, but it's not possible with that terraforming option. I think this is our best bets then. Terraform there, build one house, which can fit 6 more people. I need 3 more minerals to build 1 more house. I think I need to be able to take at least 10. Food is fine. Food is fine. We're at plus 13 food. We can build more greenhouses here. It's no problem. Just think of maybe deleting one of these to recoup the costs. Yeah, that gives me 3 minerals back exactly, and I can build 1 more house. I can build a house here. Oh, all of a sudden my occupancy went up to 82. Yeah, so I'll still be able to take only 10 out of these. Out of this next influx. And then I'll fix the power situation next turn once I have more minerals. Yeah, we'll just take half of them next turn. It doesn't really affect your victory timings because I would need to wait 3 more turns anyways for the last 10 colonists. Now we just need to wait 3 more turns for the last 20. So, yeah, we'll be getting 20 more in 3 turns. So if I'm able to house another 20 people in 3 turns, we'll be just fine. So. Right now, we're having, again, some water issues, and we're having some power issues. So power is easier to fix. Just hook something up here. Let's see. Just thinking about the water now. Because I can make some more water. Maybe if I spin this around some way, not there. I can make water here. That should fix some problems. Let's do that. Water pump, what am I missing? Minerals and power. Yeah, I kind of screwed myself over with the minerals there. That wasn't a good spot in retrospect. I need to increase the mineral production, but I can't hook that up properly. I need 45 minerals, so I'll be able to get that next turn. Hook these up. So let's see, maybe we get some good terraforming next turn. More water. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I can probably have double water pump here, but I don't have the minerals to take advantage of that. I could have a water pump right here. Yeah, these aren't ideal right now. I think I'll just save them. And I need to be able to get something to... I won't be able to welcome more people. See, where can I even build houses now? I can build a house here. can afford to build 2 houses. One here. I'm just trying to get the amount of people I need for the victory condition, then the rest doesn't really matter. And this spot here, but then it's kind of complicated to hook it up. There has to be one more good place for a house. Could delete this building, build a house there instead. Yeah, I could delete these farms and build them here instead. I think that's the way to go. If I build a house here now, I can host 94. If I delete this one here, I can host 100. I just need to make sure my people survive. But yeah, we've got the food for it. We're getting the minerals for it to build more farms here. We should be fine. Greenhouse there. Food production is back up. Water pump, I don't have the minerals to do it this turn, but I'll get them next turn unless the victory condition kicks off. New colonists, I'll take them all. And there we go. Perfect. So it's chapter 2. Let's see.